All right. Well, I am Mr. Schooley. I'm the electrical teacher here at Eastland, and we're just going to go through some of the stuff to expect over the next couple months, and to what you can look forward to. With us online, staff-wise, is Mr. Kuhn. He's one of the people to help. Mrs. P is online with me. She has been in class with me this year just as an assistant and helping out. And then we also have Krista Blower. She is a recruiter here at Eastland-Fairfield. So she's going to set in for a little bit. And Miss Ferraro is a guidance counselor here. So Miss Ferraro, do you want to speak to him first so you can get to other meetings, or how do you want to do it?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm going to try and hit, a bunch of labs tonight. So I'll just take a couple of minutes, kind of go through scheduling with you guys. I know scheduling can be a very individualized kind of situation. So on the one-day website, the website you went to get to our Zoom session, there is a scheduling link for Eastland. And on that link, there is a Google form that you can fill out to request your classes for next year. So if you're interested in doing that at any point, you're welcome to go onto that link. You can request classes. I'll get that, kind of look at your transcript, verify that the classes you're requesting are appropriate. And that's how we're going to be doing it this year. If you don't want to request your classes, then we will just look at the transcript from your homeschool and kind of base your classes off of your transcript and the grades that you've had and what courses you've taken and all of that. There is a section where you can ask individualized questions in the Google form. But there's also a separate form just for scheduling questions. That's a little bit shorter. So you're welcome to do either of those. I will get both of those and can then email you or call you with the answers. So that's basically how scheduling will work. In the kind of how your day is set up at Eastland, in the morning, you will be in your lab for the first 4 periods of the day. And then periods 5 through 9 are when we do lunch, academics, and a study hall if you request that. So that's just kind of a quick rundown of how the day goes. Most of you will have an English class, a math class, American government and economics, and then you can either take a science your junior year, or you can wait and take it senior year because you only need 3 for graduation. So that's just kind of a quick rundown. I'm sure you guys have individual questions. In the group chat, I will put my email address so you can reach out to me whenever you guys have any questions. And I'd be happy to, talk to you kind of one-on-one and figure out what's best for scheduling purposes. Okay, so I'll kind of leave it at that for tonight. Again, I'm sure you have many questions, but this is kind of a, such a big group that we'll kind of save those individual ones for the email or phone calls if you guys are okay with that. But I'm excited to meet you guys in person, hopefully in August, and it'll be a great year regardless of everything that's going on. So we're excited to have you. We're happy that you're here tonight, and we look forward to next school year with you guys. Okay, so again, I'll put my email over on the side chat, and feel free to contact me whenever you guys have anything that you guys need answered about Eastland. Okay. All right, Mr. Schooley, thank you for letting me have a few minutes. I'm going to go hop over to another lab, but it was nice to meet you guys, and I'll talk to you all soon.
Thanks, Ms.
Bye.
Thank you. Yep. All right.
All right, I think we're back to me. Mr. Cashin is joined with us. He's another instructor here at Eastland. So we've got 2 academic teachers and myself, and then Miss P, who is an assistant in my lab this year. So we're just going to talk a little bit about some things. I've got pretty much everybody, your mic's shut off. If we get to a point where we're going to ask some questions, you can unmute yourself. And I think I might have to unmute you. I don't know, but we'll answer those as we go along. First of all, I kind of want to talk about myself just to give you a little background on me. I've been around electricity all my life. My dad worked in the electrical field. He was a maintenance electrician at GE in Circleville. So he's an industrial electrician for about 37 years. I went to college at the University of Cincinnati and the electrical engineering program. So I have an engineering degree from down there. I worked in the field as an electrical plant engineer for about 7 years. And then I worked for an electrical contractor for about another 7 years. And then I've been here teaching for about 8 years. So I've got a little bit of experience, a little bit of knowledge, and I enjoy passing that on to students as they come into the program. A little bit about the program. Miss Ferrero kind of went over this. Juniors are in the lab in the morning from about 8:05 till 10:54. You have lunch in there somewhere, and then you have academic classes the rest of the day. As a senior, that flips. You have academic classes in the morning, lunch, and then lab in the afternoon. Usually we're in the actual classroom itself, and just like you would be in a regular school, we're in the classroom for about one period, which is about 45 minutes. Sometimes it's shorter than that, sometimes it's longer than that. It just depends on how things are going. But we've got a certain amount of stuff we have to cover, in the classroom. So we're in the classroom about one period to an hour, and then you're in lab the rest of the time. So you're in lab around an hour and 45 minutes-ish each day. I teach 4 courses over the 2 years. You're tested on web exams for those. The 4 courses that I cover is construction core, so it's basic safety tools, that type of thing. And then we do residential electric. I believe those both are in the first year. Residential electric's going to be houses, that type of thing. And then the second year we do construction electrical systems, which is more commercial type work. And then we also do alternative power systems. So that's kind of the new and upcoming things. Along with that, this program also has a NCCR 12-point credential. We go through the core of the credential of NCCR, which is basic construction, which kind of overlaps with the construction core of web exams. So a lot of this stuff goes together. It's 2 different testings that we'd have to go through. So you have core, which is basic construction skills, and then electrical level 1, which is again a lot of residential electric and construction electric. If the NCCR 12-point credential is completely passed, the student could have the option of opting out of 1 year of your apprenticeship. So most of the time when you go into the industry, you're in a 4 or 5 year apprenticeship. If you pass the 12-point credential, depending on where you go, we have some deals, we have some articulation worked out with some companies. You can actually get out of, hold on, I have to admit somebody here. You can actually skip the first year of your apprenticeship. So it's kind of a leg up, you get a little farther ahead. Also web exams, which is for the 4 first courses we were talking about, and NCCER 12-point credential are both parts of paths for graduation. So those both can be options for graduation also, or parts of paths for options for graduation. I just wanted to say one more thing, and then we can open it up if you have any questions. And then I have some more information to go over. But the electrical industry right now, even with COVID-19, there's still a lot of opportunities. Our industry is still working. I have, I believe, 8 or 9 students out working, senior students working their second half of their senior year. And I believe none of them missed a day of work because of the shutdown. We're considered essential, and they're still working. So even though everything seems to be, kind of a standstill, most electricians are still working. So it's a good opportunity, a good field to be in, good pay, that type of thing. That's what I have on my list so far. If there's any questions, you can go ahead and unmute and ask a question. I'll wait a second here and see if anybody has any questions. Can you unmute? Looks like you can. You're unmuting, aren't you, Krista?
I can unmute.
There you go, unmute.
Okay. I just wanted to check. Does anybody have any questions? No? Okay. Well, I'll go on with some more additional things. One thing I guess I was going to touch on, and I didn't in that section. Students come to me their first year as a junior for the full year. They have the opportunity to work between their junior and senior year in the industry. I have partners that hire students. I believe I have about 8 or 9 companies this year that were hiring students for the summer or looking to hire students for the summer. So there's a lot of opportunity out there, and they have a good chance to work in the summer. Most of my students that go to work in the summer are making around that $13 an hour. And if you've ever been around construction, you know that in the summertime, usually they're hitting it pretty hard. So you're making $13 an hour, and chances are you have the opportunity to work some overtime and can make some additional money there too. So it's a pretty good opportunity to make some money that first year over the summer. From there, they come back to me full-time the first half of their senior year. And as long as they meet all the criteria, you can go out to work the second half of the senior year. So you don't even come to school. We might have 2 or 3 days where you have to come in and do some kind of testing, something like that. But basically, you're working full time for an employer here in town, and I just check in on you every once in a while. You have to do some paperwork, and I check in on you every once in a while. So there's some great opportunities out there for you through this field, and it leads to a great career. So I just want to say that real quick. Next, I want to talk about uniforms. I actually am going to pull up a screen here. Let me see if I can remember how to do it. We want to share this. So this is a screen showing what the uniform looks like. The pictures are a little faded. The color should be a little darker. The shirt itself is a dark blue, and the pants, if any of you are familiar with Dickie pants, work pants, those are what I always call duck brown. They're not a tan, the light color, and they're not the what I call like a chocolate brown, the real dark. They're just a regular brown. The shirt has to be purchased through Proforma. That stuff is all on the One Day site. Yes.
It's a blank screen.
It's blank?
That's what I'm seeing on my end.
Is everybody's blank?
Mine isn't blank.
I could see it here.
Okay.
I can see it.
We can see it here.
Okay. So is everybody, all the students hopefully being able to see it?
I can see it.
Okay. All right. So you go to Proforma, they're our uniform vendor. You'll buy the shirts through them. They are a dark blue. They're a button up. I think they look pretty good. I keep having people pop up here to get in the things. I think I got everybody in. The pants are just like I said, the Dickies. They're the duck brown work pants. You can buy those through Proforma or any store that carries Dickie brands. I believe Walmart carries them, TSC. There's several companies or several places that carry the Dickies. So you don't have to buy them through the uniform company. You can buy them outside of that. So you can shop around for those a little bit. Boots, you are required to wear boots. You can purchase them anywhere. The uniform vendor does not have boots. They need to be leather. They need to have an electrical hazard rating, which is an EH. If you look on the box, it'll have EH on it. They need to be some kind of safety toe, either composite or steel, and they need to come above the ankle. You know, you get in our industry, you're cutting things or doing things, you can get stuff down in the top of your shoes or boots. So I would recommend above the ankle. So that's the uniform. That's kind of what the uniform looks like. Again, you can go to the onedayefcts.com to get that. We'll go to that site. I think that's how you got into the Zoom meeting anyhow, but we'll go to that site here in a little bit. The next slide is some important dates, and I may post this at the end of the meeting just so you have another opportunity to write it down or, you know, get some information. And I think we're recording these. So you might have the opportunity in a few days to come back and revisit if you have questions of what we went over. But you can, on uniform ordering, if you order from Proforma before July 19th, they're providing free shipping. I believe the shipments are coming here to the school and then you'll pick them up at the school. The biggest thing I want to say is don't wait till the last minute. Don't wait till August 1st when we start on the, I believe the 13th. Don't wait till August 1st and be like, oh, I need to order my uniform. Try to order it ahead of time. And that way it has time to get in, get here. You can make sure it fits right, that type of thing. Also on uniforms, I kind of forgot. Most people recommend 2 to 3 shirts of both short sleeve and long sleeve. I believe people have said more like 3 short sleeves and 2 long sleeves. Just tends to work out better. Back to school night, some important dates. Like I said, back to school night is on August 11th from 4 to 7:30. That's where you'll get your schedule, that type of thing. And then our first day of actual class is on August 13th. That's a Thursday, and it's kind of nice coming in on a Thursday. We get to kind of know each other. The seniors don't come in till Friday. You kind of have that opportunity to be around the building without seniors being here. Gives you that time to kind of explore, figure things out. For general questions and information, I recommend going to onedayefcts.com. Most of the stuff is on there. After the meeting's over, if you don't have a question tonight, but you have a question afterwards, the easiest way right now to get a hold of me is through email. My email is schooley@efcts.us. Send me an email, and then if there's some reason we need to actually talk on the phone, I can call you, leave a number on the email, and I can call you back and we can talk through that type of thing. I am going to flip back over to where I can see everybody. Want to make sure I have everybody in. I know a couple people just popped in. But is there any questions? I'm going to kind of open it up again. Does anybody have any questions what we went through there? Seems like everybody's good.
Is Jake back on?
I've got him on down there at the bottom. It looks like.
Off of it.
Yeah, I'm back.
That wasn't, those are participants right there. Wow.
Hello?
You're on, Jake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you repeat your email one more time?
My email?
Yeah.
Yes, it's here. Let me share it again.
Okay.
That way you can actually see it. It's right down at the bottom of the page.
Okay, just got off.
Is there any other questions while
I'm telling him to scroll.
we're here?
Can you scroll the page up some?
Oh, you can't see the bottom?
No.
Okay.
I can't see you at all.
I'm sorry. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't see nothing.
Shane, I'll write that in the comment section so everyone has it there too, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. He's going to put it in the comment section. If you go to the side, there's a chat window for those that have come in a little, couple minutes late. He's going to put it in that chat window so you can see it.
That sounds good.
All right.
You should have.
I'm going to unshare for a minute. Is everybody good? No questions?
We just had a question about the boots.
Yes.
Do they need to be a certain color?
No.
Okay.
Nope. As long as they have the electric hazard rating, they're safety towed, and I've had some kids that have bought they have hard or safety towed tennis shoes. I don't want tennis shoes. I want them to be boots up over top of the ankle. And you can buy those. You can buy those anywhere. I've seen them at Walmart. I've seen them at TSC. I've seen them at most common stores. They'll have electric hazard safety toes. I think you can. I'd say around 50, 60 bucks. You can get a cheap pair, and then they just go up from there. Any others? Any other questions right now? Okay, we went through important dates. Miss Ferraro talked to you a little bit about class scheduling, but I'm going to go back over to the share screen, and I'm going to show you a video that Mr. Miller made, and it kind of gives you some information about the school and things like that. So give me a minute here. Share. Let's see.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Can you share a screen? I can't see nothing.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I was in a Zoom meeting earlier and I was doing the same thing.
Okay. I don't know. I think everybody else is able to see it. Send me an email and I'll make sure you get all of it.
Okay, that sounds good.
Does that work?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to open it up and we'll watch it here.
Welcome to Eastland Career Center. Did you know not only does ECC have amazing labs, they also offer an assortment of incredible academic classes. For example, math. Math offers geometry, algebra 2, algebra 3, transitions, statistics, pre-calculus, and calculus. Several of these courses are offered as College Credit Plus classes. You do need 4 credits of math for graduation. Science. Keep in mind if you're a cosmetology or dental assisting student, it is required that you complete anatomy and physiology during your junior year. That is if you have not already completed it at your home school. Those programs are also encouraged to take chemistry their senior year. If you are in landscape design and management, it is required that you complete plant science during your junior year. If you're in medical office, it is required that you complete anatomy and physiology your senior year. And if you are in culinary, it is required that you complete biology food science your senior year. Science offers anatomy and physiology, physics, chemistry, environmental science, plant science, and biology food science. You are required to have 3 credits of science to graduate. Social studies. Social studies offers government and economics. Both are semester courses taken your junior year. Each course is worth half a credit. The electives for social studies include psychology, sociology, history through film, and world geography. If you have not completed American history or world history, those courses are available through Trekka Online. You are required to have 3 credits of social studies courses to graduate. English. English offers English 3, English 4, Accelerated English 3, Accelerated English 4, and Freshman Composition, which is a CCP course. You need 4 credits of English to graduate. Our Media Center. The Media Center provides fiction and nonfiction books in many formats, print and audio books, and ebooks. The Media Center also provides access to several databases for school projects. The Media Center is open daily from 7:45 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. It provides comfortable space for student collaboration, quiet study, printing, researching, and unwinding during lunch. Ms. Anderson, our awesome media specialist, is always available to assist you in finding just the right books or material and in using the databases to find the information that you will need to be successful at ECC. The SLC, Student Learning Center. There are several reasons to visit the SLC, which include help on assignments, taking a test, it's a quiet place to study, to use a computer, or if you need organizational help. Our awesome Miss Huey and incredible Miss Maddox are happy to help you. The SLC is open from 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m., and it is open for all students. For scheduling requests, you will need to visit the website for one day. The website is onedayefcts.com. Once you're on that website, you will click the link to submit your scheduling requests for the 2021 school year. This will send you to a Google form. Please make sure to complete all of the information within the form. Welcome to ECC. We can't wait to meet you.
All right. So is there any questions after that? Doesn't look like it. I just wanted to kind of share one more thing. I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to the one day website. Okay, so on the one day website, there's a good bit of information there. If you go over here to the right and click on Start Here, ECC and FCC students, read more. If you click there and then scroll down, it gives you a lot of information that you need. If you look here, there's several, there's what, 7 or 8 different things here. Uniform information and ordering, class scheduling. So that would be, whoops, didn't mean to press that. Class scheduling, frequently asked questions, our school calendar. With school calendar, you will follow our calendar. So if your homeschool schedule is different, you follow our calendar. So if we have a day of school where we're in session and your homeschool's out, you will follow Eastland's schedule. Bell schedule, it tells you the Bell schedule, gives you transportation information. So all of that is there. But I just wanted to kind of go there and share that with you. And that's pretty much everything I have. I plan on sending emails out to you a couple times over the summer, just to, you know, maybe reminders of, hey, get uniforms ordered, that type of thing. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me through email. Other than that, does anybody have any questions?
I do actually. On the uniforms, now it says free shipping before July 19th. So will somebody be at the school
Yes.
during, somebody's
Yeah.
already at the school? Okay.
Somebody will be there. They'll come in and they'll get the uniforms there at school, and then you'll come in and pick them up at some time. Am I right with that, Miss Blower?
Shane, I believe the way we set that up is they would the night of new student or back to school night.
Okay, they'll pick them up the 12th of or the 11th of August.
Yes, back to
Okay.
school night, the juniors will pick up their uniforms is how it was supposed to be set up. And I think that's how they're planning to do it.
Okay. Did that make sense? Did you hear it okay?
Yeah, just that doesn't give them a lot of time though. If there is a problem with the uniform before their first day is the 13th.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's a good point. I will bring that to somebody's attention. Maybe that we'll have to discuss that. Thank you.
Any other questions? A lot of crickets. Okay, if you don't have questions, I haven't been to the chat. Has all the chat questions been answered?
Oh, I think so.
I haven't been looking at those. So, and like I said, I don't know. You still on, Krista? I don't know if she's still on or if she left.
I'm here, Shane. No, I think that's everything I had. I think that's about it.
Okay, do you know, are they going to try to post the videos that we've made online?
Yes, I just emailed or just text on this, and it is supposed to be posted as soon as they come from the teachers, and they're hoping to have those up by tomorrow. So if you have any friends out there who were not involved tonight, they should be up by tomorrow, and it's on the One Day EFCTS website.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's the other thing too, is if you feel like you missed something tonight and you want to go back through and just check some things out, you can do that. The video has, you know, some different slides you can see things on. It goes to the One Day site. So you can come back and visit this if you need to. Is everybody good? If everybody's good, I've said everything I've got to say. Does any of the academic teachers have anything they want to add?
Just want to say, looking forward to seeing you all next year. Glad you all could make it today, and exciting for next year.
And I want to say hello. I'm Brenda Person, Miss P, and I'll be helping Shane in the room, Mr. Schooley. So nice to meet everybody.
I'm Mr. Cashin. I'm a physics teacher and food science teacher, so I may have some of you, probably your senior year, some of you will have, you know, I want to welcome you to the ECC and look forward to getting back to school.
Okay. All right. Well, I would say, as far as I'm concerned, the meeting's done, and we'll be excited to see you in the fall. And like I said, I'll be sending some emails out and getting things to you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Schooley.
Yep. Have a good evening.
You too.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm going to stop recording.